What is going on? I'm Zedmon. Welcome back to the channel. We've got some exciting news. Obviously, as you can see here, based on our empty boats, Shockeneers are gone. Shockettes, whatever you want to call them, Tesla babes, they are gone. We've got a new limited time gunboat ability. That is the Tiny Shock. That is not the big news that I was here to talk about, though. The big news is, if you remember, a while back, Supercell bought 62% of a game company called Space Ape Games. They have made a new game. They have announced a new game. It's in alpha at this point. It is called Boom Beach Frontlines. Now, I don't know anything about it. I know that it's coming soon in December 4th to 6th. They're going to do some playtesting. You can go to their Discord if you would like. The link is right there down at the bottom. Let's move it over so you can see it. Sign up on their Discord. Go join. It's open to the public. I highly, highly recommend every single person here go sign up. And the reason for that, I would love to have you guys and gals and everyone else out there sign up, because you guys know Boom Beach. Now, if there's a game with Boom Beach in the title, I would love it if it kept that Boom Beach soul alive, if it wasn't just had some Boom Beach characters and completely different. Obviously, it's going to be a different game, but if it can keep the soul of Boom Beach, that would be fantastic. And who knows Boom Beach better than all of us who play Boom Beach? Now, obviously, we can't be sticks in the mud and say it's not exactly the same, because that's not the point. I am excited just to see Supercell collaborate with another company, obviously, that they own a good chunk of. It's going to be interesting, and I'm really excited to see it. I have no idea how they're selecting the people that get into it. I've put my name forward. I recommend you guys do the same thing. And hopefully one of us gets selected and gets to try it out and give some feedback and all that. But we're going to get into warships for today. Now, this is my base. It is not good. I have two sky shields, as you can see. They're quickly going to walk you through my tech tree with the face cam off, so you get all of the HD widescreen goodness without my face taking up real estate. So have maxed my sniper towers and cannons. Early season did not do that, but we've got so many upgrade tokens that I just maxed basically everything that I had unlocked. Don't have bullet. Finally did get a hero, though. Spoiler alert right there. We're going to get to that in a second. Maxed my Zookas, because that way my Rocket Choppas, if I use Rocket Choppas, will drop some good stuff. And also have maxed my boom cannons, critters, building health. That's my first building health node. One more note thing of a spoiler detail. Don't have barrage, don't have rocket launchers, don't have Everspark. We have maxed our heavies just so that our heavy choppas drop max level heavies. We've also got all of this choice node. I went with a cannon instead of the boom cannon. Don't have the extra GBE, don't have artillery, but we do have the level 1 smoke. I said I maxed everything. Level 1 smoke is all you need. It actually gives you an advantage rather than waiting for smoke to clear. I'd almost feel like smoke should be in reverse, where if you max it, it goes shorter. Weird, strange idea, I know. Anyways, we've got Brick. I've been using her battle orders. I'm kind of tempted to use her cluster grenade, though. Let me know if you're using cluster grenade. I feel like it could do a bunch of damage and clear some mines. Why I have Brick is this building health. That was where I was headed to. That was my goal. And now I have got Bombardiers. Bombardiers, Gramps, please don't call them Diddles. Anyways, we are going to keep going along down this bottom road, and we're going to hopefully get into 7 engine rooms next. Troop health, Kavan, not what I'm super duper interested in. I did not realize there is a third available sky shield, though. That would be interesting just for the sake of having it. Anyways, this is my base. We're going to get into an attack, show you some of the troop combos I've been working on, get some feedback from all of you, and hopefully if you're behind me in the tech tree, that gives you an idea of some choices and some options. Now, I'm only at rank 18, but I've been winning a bunch, just not playing as much as I probably should be. Now, why I have 2 boats of Seekers loaded is if they're heavy right loaded with this back left engine room, I've been dropping late Seekers to get that engine room, or I've been dropping some Seekers to get this engine room, just to try to speed things along, because it works fairly well. Now, this engine room, it looks like it's nice and close to that beach, but often your Seekers will go get this one, so we're going to do a balanced approach, try to take both of them down, and shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to shock all of that stuff in there, get our Seekers in there nice and tidy, and then head off to that left-hand side. So we're going to go something like this. Now, I have actually maxed medkits. I never ever used medkits in the past because they were didn't really do anything good for us. Now, as a result, maxing medkits has actually helped out quite a bit. We're going to throw a smoke right in there because both of our heavy choppers have gone off to that left-hand side, which is not helping us at all. Now, hopefully our Seekers don't make that turn. Yes, indeed, they did. Not overly concerned, though. We're just going to keep them alive at this point, and then we're going to smoke them along this left-hand wall. We're going to go into about here, and then we're going to throw this shock out as early as we can so that we're not shocking our Seekers. Our Seekers are going to sneak underneath that right-hand side. They're also going to be in the blind spot of that, what is that thing called? That is called a sky shield, and then you can actually bring them out along the reverse road and hopefully get a second sky shield, not sky shield, engine room down. I found that getting your Seekers coming from the opposite direction works incredibly well. It's coming against the grain, and as a result, you end up getting all sorts of stuff down that would not go down otherwise. So, this isn't necessarily, actually not even close to, a good example of what I've been trying to show you here, but I gotta tell you, it works incredibly well. What am I doing? That flare was way too early, and as a result, we are going to have nothing but problems not doing things well at all. Maybe, just maybe, we can pull off a victory. Looks like the person we're battling up against not doing terribly well on their own either. But so far, this attack has been the definition of mediocrity. Hopefully we can clean this up a little bit, get back over into here and not throw our flares too early like I just did, because this has been not a great start to my day. But it seems like this is how my days tend to go as far as warships. My first attacks, pretty bad. Second attacks slowly but surely get a little bit better. We're up against Resource Reward. They are struggling to get in and get that last engine room because they're using Rocket Choppas. Bombardiers, if you can get to Bombardiers, do it soon, because I have not seen many players with them yet. My time on that is awful, but we still managed to pick up a victory. So that is huge good news for me. Bad news for the video, I suppose. Sorry about that first attack, folks. Now, these things are so tempting, and Supercell has done a great job this season, I feel like. The fact that I had to go through Brick to get that building health, the fact that I've got two amazing choices here, and it just tempts me into spending, and I'm gonna hold out for that 7th engine room at the moment, but it makes it interesting and difficult, and I really do appreciate that about this season. I feel like their token... Let's see this. This is the one I'm talking about. This is the perfect base to have those left-hand side Seekers. They're going to save us all sorts of time. I'm going to throw some critters here. Get all of our stuff out. Now, you gotta be a little bit careful here. This is pretty obvious. If we drop Seekers here, they're gonna come over to this right-hand side and we're gonna be sad, and we don't want to be sad, so we're just gonna wait a little bit. It's not gonna take terribly long. Now, you gotta be careful as well. Don't drop your Bombardiers on that right-hand side, because they'll walk over here if the closest building is on that right-hand side, and it is not good news when that happens. You just ruin all of your troops. Bad things happen, and it's just not good at all. So now that we've got those two right-hand sides down, we can try to save a little bit of time, and we're going to do that by dropping our Seekers and sending them off to that left-hand side. Need some gunboat energy for a shock, though. Otherwise, we're going to be in a bad place, and then we just need to throw one shock out there. And that should be good enough to get that engine room down. And then if we pre-stage a smoke right in here, we can actually get them the heck out of there without having to worry too much. And then they'll come in and help us out in about that many seconds, helping us speed up the end of our attack as well, because they're going to run underneath that sky shield if we get those last couple bits of shock mines cleared. And that's going to help us speed this attack up fairly I mean, that's going to save us seconds, minutes, probably definitely not minutes, but as you can see there, this time far, far better because my seekers went where I was hoping to send them to. Still not fantastic. You should, like, I've done 6 engine room bases in like 307 for some poorly designed bases when things go well and I'm all warmed up and stuff like that. But as you can see here, this person also using bombardiers, just not doing it as quickly for whatever reason, because our base is super clumped and we've got nothing back here. So maybe I should be considering moving one of my engine rooms back. But as you saw there, Alex's base worked out fairly well. So that's one thing I can highly recommend, is sneaking some seekers in with your troops. And even though if we send them for this engine room, then they come back and get this engine room, most of my stuff is set up not to attack that way. So if you can smoke your seekers in, good things are going to happen. We're going to do one more attack in the hopes that we can do something slightly better. I'm not going to hold my breath though, because we're still in that warm-up phase. Simo, good choice. I don't like facing Simos at all for whatever reason. Not entirely sure what that is, but we're going to do something along the lines of, where are we going to go? We're going to head off to that right-hand side. Something like this-ish. Uh-oh, dropped a seeker. That was not intended at all. So now we need to clean this up a little bit. We're going to throw, just using so much GBE just to clear mines. And then we're going to go something like this, hoping that our seekers take a left turn. That would be fantastic. Now we just need to smoke them in there. We're going to throw a shock there and hope that we've got enough damage with those seekers that they can save us a little bit of walking back there. Not entirely sure. Also, seekers work. This is not a great example either. This is not good. These attacks have not been good at all. Those seekers are all dead, but at least they worked as critters a little bit. That's all that I can get out of this that is somewhat slightly positive, because so far this attack not going well, and Brick at least is in the back corner. We've got all sorts of stuff going off to this right-hand side, but as you can see there, that Simo on that right is going to be a massive problem if we let it be. But just not good, folks. Not happy with these attacks at all, but we're still fairly all right as far as time. And against our opponent seems to be doing slightly better than us. Hopefully we can get... Oh, we're going to lose, but... nonetheless, Space Ape Games coming with some goodness. Really excited to see what the heck they come of it. The fact that Supercell has allowed the Boom Beach brand to be applied to it. I believe this is the first collaboration between the two companies. Again, I could be wrong, but I'm very interested to see how the IP of Supercell combines with the gaming skills of Space Ape Games. I think their biggest game is a game called Rocket Hockey, I believe, something along those lines. I totally misspoke there. We're going to do one more attack just in the hopes that we can not suck. Trying to do too many things at once here and not doing it well. Gonna grab my coffee. We'll come back. And by the way, in the top corner, you'll notice there's all sorts of things going on up there. Creator code is ZMOT. I'm very curious to see if the new game will include that or not, simply because, oh, this is a good one. This is going to be I'm excited about this attack. This is going to be all sorts of goodness. And the reason for that is anytime I can send my seekers off to that right-hand side, I highly love it. Now, we can go like this right now. We're going to send all of our troops right about now. Going to get them all the way back there. I'm going to use a couple smokes. You can gap the heck out of your smokes. And then we're going to throw some critters right there, and we're going to shock right about there. And that is going to get all of our seekers in home free, and all of our troops are going to come from the other side. Seekers are going to take out those two right-hand side engine rooms. I think at least the one underneath the sky shield. Anyways, there it goes. We've got 6 seekers left. I don't think that's going to be enough though. Anyways, we've got all sorts of goodness happening. I feel like a whole bunch of our bombardiers have hit those mines. Actually, maybe not. Otherwise, the mines wouldn't be there. We're doing fairly all right, though. On that right-hand side, everything should be freed up now. And now we just need to get this one bombardier is going to clear basically everything on that left, getting battle orders. Now our troops are hopefully going to split, and some are going to go right, some are going to go left. Hopefully, come on, do the split. Yes, exactly what I was hoping to have happen. And now we're going to get probably, I'm going to guess our time's going to be about 2:21 is going to be my guess of time. Let's get all sorts of critters over in here trying to help speed things up. There on the right, now on the left. So decent times, not great times, but hopefully this gets you thinking about a couple different ways to spread your troops out. I am kind of stuck in my ways. Probably shouldn't have used Seekers on the previous attack, but Seekers, Heavy Choppas, and Bombardiers all doing great things for us, and we're going to pick up the win here. I really need to devote some time to pushing because I have just been sitting idle for the most part, which in warships, the earlier you push, the better you can be, which I have been guilty of not doing. So if you have any questions about Space Ape Games, about Boom Beach Frontiers, about warships, about my tech tree, do hit me up in the comments. I try to reply to absolutely every single person. Otherwise, as always, thank you for coming in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. More importantly, leave a comment. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont.